While Sister Wives fans are preparing for the newest season that is less than a week away, they have learned information about star Mykelti Brown-Padron and Robyn Brown's relationship. Recently, Mykelti finally spoke out on severed ties with her dad, Kody Brown's wife, Robyn. Sister Wives is back with a bang. Undeniably, the previews and teasers show that there is drama on the horizon for the Browns. Additionally, Sister Wives Season 19 is promising to show the conflict between Kody Brown and his former sister wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown. After 3 wives made their decision to split by the end of Season 18, now the new season shows them sorting through the logistics of leaving plural marriage. Likewise, his current wife, Robyn Brown, is also butting heads with him during the sneak peeks. Previously, Christine Brown-Woolley has acknowledged that Mykelti Brown-Padron is the bridge between the family, referring to her being very close to Christine, Kody, and Robyn Brown. Even during their disputes, Mykelti played the role of Switzerland, being neutral and wanting to help with communication. But Mykelti reveals the quarreling extends past the patriarch and his wives. Furthermore, she talks about how the ties were recently broken between her and Robyn. Mykelti Brown-Padron finally talks about severed ties with Robyn. On Reddit, fans discuss Mykelti Brown-Padron talking about Garrison Brown's funeral. First, they say, Mykelti's comments about the funeral. Then add, a patron asked Mykelti why they didn't seem as close to Kody and Robyn anymore. This is Mykelti's response, adding a screenshot of a message from Mykelti. But the original poster also comments, do I hate that Robyn did something at the funeral to make her biggest supporter amongst the kids feel this way? Yes. Do I low-key hope Logan and / or Hunter and / or Gabe got in Kody's face and told him where to shove it? Also yes. Furthermore, the user says, remember, the photos we saw online were from his National Guard memorial service, not the actual funeral. There have been no public photos of the funeral, as it should be. Fans give their thoughts. After the initial post, several other fans talk about Mykelti Brown speaking out about Robyn Brown. Well, this is extremely upsetting. A horrific thing happened, and even the child who was on their side said that Kody and Robyn did stuff during the funeral that was not ok. I super hope there was no blaming happening. I have lost a family member this way, and I know it is easy to blame everyone else at the beginning, but that doesn't mean it is fair or acceptable. I'm now rethinking, maybe they said something about Janelle? I don't know if even Robyn and Kody are cold enough to say something bad about Garrison at his own funeral, but I do think they're cruel enough to say something cruel about Janelle. I could see them saying something sideways about the manner of his death or blame Janelle for it. Maybe both in the same breath. Mykelti Brown isn't spilling all the details. While Mykelti Brown was very vague about what went down at the funeral, you can tell she doesn't condone it. Sadly, some people wonder if Kody Brown said something about Janelle Brown, contributing to the tension between Kody and Garrison Brown. I really hope it wasn't something about how Janelle somehow made the relationship between Kody and Garrison bad, because that is on Kody. He made bad decisions and kept himself away from his kids. That isn't Janelle's fault, but Kody doesn't know how to take any responsibility. This is what I'm thinking. I happened to see part of the S18 tell-alls again this summer, and some of what Kody said had been really wincing hard. He really blamed Janelle for the estrangement from the boys, and the tell-all was filmed in early fall 2023, maybe 6 months before it happened. Great point. Kody also constantly says a mother's job is to facilitate a relationship between the father and kids, which is crazy. Kody probably said that it was Janelle's fault he was in touch with him in the end. Right, this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned him against me. Some people consider what would make Mykelti Brown rethink her relationship. More fans weigh in with more ideas of what may have finally made Mykelti Brown rethink her relationship with Robyn Brown. I just hate that this is already a painful memory, and now Robyn has made it worse. You don't want memories of a lying homewrecker mixed in with the memory of your dear brother's funeral. Honestly, I'd bet she wanted to speak. Fringe crazy people always want to do that asterisk to bring attention to themselves. I would not be surprised if she tried to speak, and someone asked her not to, so she and Cody left. Perhaps Robyn said he wouldn't go to heaven because he took his own life. Ick Mormon teachings about suicide. But depending on the religious issues, saying anything along those lines or was being judgmental on any level would likely have caused serious bad feelings. Robyn always had a problem with Janelle's boys. They were a threat to her. She knew that Cody gave them a lot of attention, and she didn't like that. She had to keep giving them asterisk to try to make them look bad and to isolate Cody from them. I obviously don't this for sure, but just my opinion. More viewers spot Mykelti Brown's post. Additionally, another Reddit subgroup discussed the falling out between Robyn and Mykelti Brown. Fans wonder if it was because Robyn allowed her kids to skip Garrison Brown's funeral, saying there's no way Mykelti was awk with Robyn's kids not coming to the funeral. Robyn claims she wants to support relationships between the kids, yet not a single one of her kids came to the funeral. One of the many things that probably happened, which finally broke the camel's back. Rob is a helicopter parent who has emotionally crippled her children and brainwashed them. She's extremely enmeshed with them and allows them no independence. While I agree, they should be able to think and act independently, Rob does not allow that. They don't have the excuse of mom said no. They weren't at the National Guard's memorial a month-ish later. Photos were released by the NG of that service. We have no idea about the actual funeral. National Guard honor Garrison Brown. Since Mykelti Brown didn't give very many details, fans are trying to fill in the blanks. Although the memorial from the National Guard was a public matter, Mykelti spoke about a private funeral happening after attending that event. We have no idea about the funeral. It was none of her kids at the National Guard's memorial about a month later, which I'd also agree she probably wasn't okay with, but it sounds like the incident was before then, more in the thick of it and the actual funeral. If the entire family is not talking about it and never will, then Mykelti should not even commented on it. All that her comment does it drive speculation. This is why Robyn and Mykelti got along so well. They both need to be the center of attention at all times. So Mykelti finally saw what everyone else sees, late to the show. Sister Wives Season 19 will air on September 15, 2024 on TLC and then later on Max. What do you think about Mykelti Brown saying that something bad transpired at Garrison Brown's funeral? What do you think happened? Are you ready to see Sister Wives Season 19? Drop your comments below.